Some say it's about natural talent. We say it's about strategy, discipline, tactics, and training to be the best. We say it's about persistence. We say success comes when preparation meets opportunity. We say it's all about the team. Capex.com, Juventus official trading partner. Chase your goals.
Are you a trader? Then this is your chance to show your skills. Sign up to the ultimate demo trading competition on capex.com. Easy to register, no sign-up fee. Go now to capex.com. Search for the competition and sign up now to win. Terms and conditions apply. Capex.com is operated by JME Financial Services Pty Ltd, an authorized financial services provider. Join the competition today. Capex.com.
Look, I'm exhausted. Had it all figured out and I lost it. They say that's the cost, but it just feels like a lot. Stop, are you going or not? I miss certainty. Miss the 9 to 5s, knowing exactly where I need to be and why I'm not built for this. Progress moves in slow motion. They're out making money and getting promotions, saying all the right things, pulling all the right levers. While I sit here, write my future self love letters. Who's winning? Is this the end or beginning? 'Cause I'm starting to feel like reality's slipping, and bank accounts, they aren't very forgiving, and life on edge feels like falling, not living. If effort brings victory, what am I missing? Nothing good comes easy. When we have to, we push through, not knowing completely. You're here because you're made for this next level, taking these places that most people won't. Start embracing it. Who cares what they do? They're not you. You'll go through more now than you think you're supposed to, but that shows you can cope with the highs and the lows, because you rose to be more. Could've run away, could've avoided the thorns, could've been comfortable. Blood, sweat, and tears, they're expendable. No more pretending, man, build something memorable. Don't drink from their cup or by stories they tell, because when all their time's up, you'll have dug your own well. You did it. Use lifelines, you're topped off for a lifetime. So drop all those one-liners, we'll get them next time. No, this time is your time, and whatever you decide will end up being real life. No stop signs, just storylines. This whole thing is a misunderstanding, a miscalculation. Jumped and missed the landing. I'm mystified, I can waste so much time. These ovations are strictly imagination, not standing. So much for planning, guess fate left without me. Those failure statistics, yeah, they'll be about me. Was overly optimistic, forgot the logistics. Guess we all learn sometime, don't we? Good is not good enough. No, how long do I stay down before I let go? I buried my pride and took it inside, but never enough. It takes a toll, it gets old getting told you've got miles of road left to go. You're alone with this future unknown. Just go home. Just go home, it's safe there. Yeah, I'll find some embrace there. Look, it's time to admit defeat, a humble retreat. Check the box and complete to my core. Intrinsically, it's not for me, I can't do this. I knew this is how it would be. No fame, no fortune, no names on marquees, just running in place every day on repeat. This is the world I wanna see, where everything's taken with no guarantees. No, come on, man, pick your head up. Go back inside, half a life's learning to get up. How can I make you see that you have everything you need, and what you want to be is never out of reach? Fate deceives sometimes, but destiny's calling, so can't let the phone ring. You know there's no all-knowing. Go level up, no letdowns. Let the world in, push fear out. It's self-belief, it starts right now. When hell freezes, you lay down. Until then, it's your town, it's your story, it's your crown. Live in the clouds, feet on the ground. They stand still, you run around. Go mesmerize, or they socialize. There's dollar signs to be maximized. If you live it right, regret nothing. Loud applause, the sweetest sound. And this moment won't happen again, and never becomes forever unless you choose to begin. So see greatness in each step, and power and progress. Your future, yeah, that's limitless, it's infinite. Don't forget you want this.
the kind of trader who sees the big picture. The world is changing around you. Global threats push gold, the safe haven asset, to higher prices each and every day. Now's your chance to start trading gold. Just go to capex.com and register to get up to a $5,000 bonus on your first deposit. Simply use GOLD5000 as a promo code and you're good to go. Capex.com proudly welcomes you to the next level trading experience. Register now and start taking full advantage of the new gold rush. Terms and conditions apply. Exposure to gold obtained via contracts for difference, which are leveraged products and incur a high level of risk. Capex.com is operated by JME Financial Services, Pty Ltd, an authorized financial services provider.
Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, Ted Turner. Success leaves clues, kids. I just named 5 of the greatest names in business in the last 150 years. And they all have one thing in common. They're ball busters. They're hard as nails. Where does that leave you? I still work 50, 60 hours a week. And I haven't had to work in 35 years. You're not willing to do anything. You're not willing to sacrifice anything to be a high-performance person.
I don't want to be like that.
No, most people don't.
I want to be liked.
Yeah, well, see, you want to fit in. I'm the only speaker that you're ever going to hear that really, with all his heart, doesn't give a shit. If I leave here you liking me, I did something wrong.
Are you a trader? Then this is your chance to show your skills. Sign up to the ultimate demo trading competition on capex.com. Easy to register, no sign-up fee. Go now to capex.com. Search for the competition and sign up now to win. Terms and conditions apply. Capex.com is operated by JME Financial Services, Pty Ltd, an authorized financial services provider. Join the competition today. Capex.com.
The champ is here! 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 The champ is here!
Good afternoon and welcome to Bull Market Stock Show. This is your host Rian Hobson, and we have some good news today. Yesterday, the GDP figures of South Africa was released, and it literally blasted away expectations. Look, I have to be honest with you. I was myself a bit skeptic about a recovery in South Africa, or a strong recovery. I didn't actually was thinking that they will reach the expectations. The forecast was about 54% quarter-to-quarter GDP, and I was thinking, that looks a bit rosy, but actually I was totally wrong, and surely a lot of analysts were wrong, and especially also on the year-on-year projections. It was totally also a surprise to me, but let's start with the quarter-to-quarter statistics. The forecast was at 54%, and it came out the actual at 66.1. Now, this was reported by Stats SA. And also year-on-year statistics, it shows that the forecast was at negative 7.5%, and that was now the forecast, and then the actual came out at negative 6%. So some analysts do have the year-on-year statistics at 8%. I was thinking of about between 8 and 9% lost year-on-year. But I think the Reserve Bank had it about 7%. Also, national government had it around about there, and it actually was beating also estimations with year-on-year statistics is at 6%. But we are not out of the wood yet. But I must say it was a really good news that came through, and also just not on the economy side or the GDP statistics that was released. Also, if you look at the JSE this morning, it actually blast over the 59,000 mark and is currently sitting at 59,312, where it currently sitting. And also the rand actually broke through the 15 rand handle against the US dollar. $1 cost about 15 rand, and now it's actually below that. It's sitting at about, the last time I checked, it was at 14.92. So it was all a very, very good news, and there was some risk appetite that came to the JSE, and that's why the JSE actually excuse me, was pushing forward, and it actually sitting now at about 59,312 points. So it's all in all good news for South Africa, and it shows there was actually a bit of recovery. So let me just break down the data from Stats SA. Just in short, the mining industry, which is about 11.8% of the total GDP of South Africa, it actually pushed about 288%. So that it actually grew 288%, which is actually a significant number. But obviously you need to look at the gold price that were fairly high, and actually other commodity prices that were very high. It's still high. Gold is trading at about 1860 there around, and obviously that gives a bit of a demand, and obviously that is why the mining stocks, or the mining industry, I would say, actually doing so exceptionally well. Also you have your coal and iron ore and those type of things, as China actually restarted the economy, and obviously a lot of not just China but other countries like the European countries and also America that needed to restart the economies, and obviously that helped with a lot of mining exports. Also manufacturing was up by 210%, which is about 16% of total GDP. And then you have your trade industry that consists of your retail, your motor industry. So that also up by 137%. So there was a lot of trade that actually import and exports that were actually going on. There's a lot of exports that were actually going out of the country, and that was also some good news. Transportation and communication, which is about 6% of the economy, is at 79%, so it did actually very well in the third quarter. Construction 71%, which is about 2% of the of GDP. Electricity, gas and water 58% up. Personal service 38.6%, and then agriculture 18.5%, finance 16.5%, and government at 0.9%. So the third quarter GDP for South Africa, as I said, it really surprised me. I really did not think that South Africa would have reached actually the 54% mark, but it actually blasted away by giving a number of 66.1. Now, besides all the good news, there was a bit of some bad news that come forward from the small business sector actually, where a lot of small businesses are still struggling. Now, when I talk about small businesses, I'm talking about companies that employ about 50 people or less. So that side of the economy, which generates quite a lot of jobs, I must say, but that sector is actually literally still under a lot of pressure. And with the lockdown, they say about close to about 40% of these businesses actually shut, and there's a lot of uncertainty still with a lot of small businesses. But I understand that part, and the damage is severely done, and I hope actually that small business will last this year and next year. But obviously, with the uncertainty, with the lockdown regulations and all of those things, there's still that dark cloud that's still over small businesses. And obviously, small business for any economy across the world is actually the generator of jobs for any economy. So it's healthy. If the small businesses grow, then obviously you have big businesses that will thrive, but small businesses are the ones that literally employ the people. But if I look at the data, especially if you look at your mining, manufacturing, transportation, construction, energy and gas, personal services, agriculture and finance, then it's basically still the old industry of the South African economy that is still working. So I would like to see new industries get started in South Africa that literally would I would say that can help with the massive unemployment that South Africa. If you look at, for example, at a country like United States and China and those type of countries, you will see a lot of different other sectors of the economy do open up, and that is actually where your growth is, so that people push to more new frontiers, and that is actually what drives the economy. We can't just have everybody coming into this part of the economy, which is the mining, the manufacturing. I know manufacturing still there's still a lot of potential in manufacturing in South Africa, but I need more. That is what we need in South Africa. We need more to drive this economy. But the big question is that someone was asking me earlier, when will this story of the rand end? When will this good standing with the rand, as I'm sure you guys are tuning in, is now want to know how far the rand can still go, or how far can the JSE still go, because obviously there's a lot of traders that are punting now on the rand. Now, a person like myself who's having a lot of money into dollars is not good at all, because I can just imagine I would draw money at 16 and it was quite rosy. Now I need to withdraw money at below 15, and which is it's a bit painful if you look at the exchange rate and the money that you're actually currently receiving. So for those of us who need to withdraw money in dollars, that is a bit painful. But for those who need to buy something from the outside world, obviously that will help a lot, the strengthening of the rand. I think personally the rand will still continue its strength, because it's normally a commodity cycle that normally happens this time of the year. Where oil prices are going up and all of those things, depending now if restrictions across the world don't get actually harder. But normally this time of the year, the commodities do go up, and that push also the commodity currencies, which is the rand, Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, and Canadian dollar up. So I think there is still a bit of muscle for the South African rand, as the South African rand now currently moving below the 1490 mark, and is sitting now currently on 1488. I think personally the rand still have some legs to go because of the commodity cycle, and because of what normally happens this time of the year until March, where your commodity currencies normally do well. Also, the dollar don't perform well this time of the year, obviously because a lot of people are actually buying your commodities, which is your gas and obviously your oil prices. But that now comes in if there's no lockdown restrictions. So if there's no lockdown or further lockdown restrictions, I do see that the rand can strengthen still a bit more, and obviously the dollar will actually maybe go a bit further down. So that is it from my side. I hope you guys enjoy these short shows, just to give you a quick rundown of the market. But I do think the rand do have legs. I do think that other commodity currencies, as I mentioned, Australia, New Zealand, and Canada, have some legs. And I do think that the dollar will still go a bit down for this week ahead. So that is it from my side. Please also don't forget to register for the competition on CapEx. It is on the description link below. So there's a link there where you can register for the competition. Competition will start on the 14th of December and it will end on the 19th of December. And you stand a chance of winning 5,000. Second winner will get 3,000, and the third will get $2,000 US. That is it from my side. I will see you guys tomorrow at the same time. Bye-bye.
The champ is here! The champ is here!